Oh,
Definitely not.
we're about to be in like 2 seconds. You ready for this, bro?
Hope so.
Of course, man. You gotta say I was born ready, dude. Born ready.
Yeah, we're live.
Oh yeah. It's game time, baby. Let's do this.
We'll see if anybody hops on.
Yeah, I know it's a little early in the day. It's kind of like midday. We'll see though.
Early for you, dude.
Dude.
Goodness. Yo, what's up, Rashid? Ben, what's going on, man?
I can't see the people who are actually jumping on.
It's because you'll see like is watching in the comment section.
Oh.
Yeah. Armando, what's going on, brother? It's easier to see on your phone. That's what I do.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, yes, you're right. What's up, everybody?
All right, guys. If you're on here, you're ready to get some objections answered.
Hold up, dude. You got to give it like another 60 seconds, bro. Got to let more people jump on, dude.
How's your guys' day been? What do you got going on?
Yeah, let us know what's cracking.
I been working on some legal contract stuff this morning, and that sucked. But if I don't do it, I know Sebastian won't. So,
well, I don't have the luxury of having a attorney as a father, so there's that. I happen to be dealing with Facebook all morning because Facebook hates us.
Yeah,
so, not fun either.
Matthew, what's going on, brother? How's it going?
Bro, 4 people. Honestly, dude, we might have to save this for later, dude.
Maybe, yeah. We'll see. Jordan, what's going on, man?
Actually, you know what? Before we start, I'm going to send a broadcast on Facebook.
Matthew, if you're still on here, send me a direct message, man.
So what we'll do in the meantime, as we get more people to jump on, is I want you guys to drop your – so basically what we're doing right now is we are just here to answer your objections live. So any objections, any sort of roadblocks you guys face, let us know. Give them to us in the comments, and we'll just start firing them off. So what you can do now is start preparing those, getting them ready, and start dropping them in the comments right now. We're literally just going to go one by one and show you exactly how to answer those and the proper sort of rebuttals, if you will. So let's get those coming in the comments.
What's up, Victor? Unless you guys aren't even talking to business owners, so you don't know what objections are, then we can't help you.
That's also a possibility.
Cool. I got it, Armando. We'll get to it. I see it.
Yeah, we're going to just kind of keep all them
What's up, Jason?
ready to go.
Yeah, guys, once again, put some objections that you have faced before in the comments.
Unless, of course, you guys have like the perfect sales process, you don't get any objections, and you just close deals every single day, and you don't need help, in which case we might as well just jump off. So,
or you like hardcore studied our objection handling training and they just don't need it anymore because that training was so good. Dude, that was a good training, man. It was like a few months ago. It was really good though.
Bro, it was like, that was nasty.
I think we should start selling it for $97.
We should, right? Just be like everybody else, all the other gurus in the space, right?
Yeah, dude. It's what can we name it? The three-pronged
Mythal.
The three-pronged submarine method handling.
Dude.
That's what, dude, because you know, like if it has a fancy name, like come check out my brand new like submarine tactic for dealing with objections.
Dude, everybody's gonna buy that shit, bro. Guys, just kidding. We're not those type of guys. All right, we don't sell bullshit. We're just talking shit right now. Just to be clear.
Okay, we got a few. There's like 3 of them about price. Dude, Dude, I feel like that's probably the most common one ever is like afford price.
Honestly, bro, I really just wish we had like 15, 20 people on.
I know, me too. Me too. Nobody really wants to improve. And then people are hopping on and then hopping off. Daniel, what's up, man? Yeah, I don't know if it's worth answering it with this low amount of people on.
I'm thinking, dude. I'm really thinking, bro. We might just have to cut it off and maybe wait till like 4 o'clock later this afternoon or something. Or 5 or 6 maybe.
I got excited to talk about price and expensive.
Yeah.
Can't afford. All right, we got 10. That's enough.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
Oh, actually, wait. Hold on a second because I just sent the messenger bot blast. So let's give it like another minute.
I didn't get it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think you did. Oh, I just got it. Okay.
There you go.
So, guys, again, any objections that you faced before, put them in the comments, and we're going to get to every single one of them.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be fun.
That's a good one, Graham. We'll get to that.
I love that one, too.
Sebastian loves that one.
Oh, I love it, dude. Bro,
He's gonna tackle that one. I know it. I can picture in my mind what he's gonna tell you. You'll like it a lot.
I salivate at these things, bro. Like, please give me more. Oh, we got 12 people on, dude. Now we're going.
How's your guys' day been today?
Yeah, let us know what you guys are working on.
Dude, Sebastian, I've been so happy today. Can I tell you why?
Is it because you're taking those brain pills, bro?
No, I think that's part of it. But I've just been like smiling all day today, and I've realized like something that I've gotten really good at the past few weeks is like not letting what's the right way to determine it? Not letting like our end goals weigh me down too much. And just really like focusing on enjoying the process. And I was listening to a podcast. It was Joe Rogan interviewing Elon Musk. And I realized like bliss and happiness like truly does just come by not caring about the outcome.
Yep.
In this sense that like if you listen to Elon Musk dude talk about like SpaceX or Tesla, like it was literally just like Joe Rogan was like, well, like, because I don't know if you know this, but Elon Musk is like in the process of digging underground roadways under Los Angeles. And Joe Rogan was like, what in the world? Like, what if it doesn't work? And he was just like, well, I don't care. Like, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Yep.
Like, and you could just tell there was like no care. Like the idea of things not working out was just so okay with him. And dude, I think like sometimes we put too much pressure on ourselves for things to work out that we lose track of like what's going on a daily basis. All right. So we just had like 5, 6 more people jump on. What we're going to do, we already had a few people. All of you that are on here, drop some objections that you've gotten during sales calls. Paul, what's up? Drop those objections in the comments, and we're going to just go one by one and tackle on how to overcome these objections, how to think about them, how to make sure they never come up again.
Yes, sir. Let's get them coming in. Let's go.
Okay, I'm going to start on the first one. I'm not ready to move on this project yet. Okay, so, yeah, we don't have any picture. No picture today. Okay, so I'm not ready to move. So you get to the end of the call. You're like, all right, cool. This all sounds good. Let's make it happen. And then Armando's like, cool, sign right here. And he goes, oh, I'm not ready to move on that. This is, I'm guessing, how it would go. I'm not ready to move on it. And then this is what I would say. I'd say, well, what do you mean you're not ready to move on it? And then he would go, well, I just need time to think about it. And I'd be quiet for a minute, and then I'd go, hold on, like, I'm really confused. When we spoke earlier and I asked you about your timeline, you said that this was something that you're ready to start immediately. And now, like, you need to think about it. So help me understand. And then he'll probably say something like, yeah, like I just need to read over everything and make sure that it all makes sense. And then I would go, oh, what, like, okay, let's talk about it right now. Like, let's read over everything while we're here. Cause if you have questions, like now's the time. Like, then I'd say, what did I not explain that you feel like you need to think about? Cause that's probably my fault.
Yep.
And then he'll go, oh no, like everything makes sense. And then I'd say, okay, cool, let's make it happen.
100%. 100%.
Easy.
All right, next. It's too expensive. How to overcome that when talking to realtors? Victor asked that question. So honestly, man, Brian, you probably agree with this. That is an extremely broad and loaded sort of question / objection. Like, it's too expensive. Like, when is that? Because there's a couple factors. Like, when is that coming up? Like, what's happening leading up to that, right? Because they could be saying it's too expensive when in reality, it's not that it's literally too much money. It's just that, A, they don't trust you, right? Maybe you haven't built up enough trust with them. Maybe they don't really see the value in what you're offering and how it can actually achieve or help them achieve their goals, right? So it could be a few reasons why they're saying that. So it's tough to say, here's how to answer that, because that's not really that important. Like, if Brian, again, if you disagree, chime in, but I think that if we sat here and gave you like a one-liner to respond to it's too expensive, it would actually be doing you more harm than good, because you're not solving the root issue, right? Because if you have a one-liner to answer, oh, it's too expensive, yet in reality, which you never end up realizing is that you're really just not building enough trust, A, or B, you're not, helping them see the value, you're never going to close deals, because all you're worried about is that one response when really you're messing up the entire call, right?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like, so I can't give just like say this type of thing. So if you can give me like some more info, then I could probably help you better. But Armando says, we're a small business. We can't afford that. Side note, I typically don't mention price yet. That pretty much goes hand in hand, honestly, man. We're a small business. We can't afford that. What do you mean? Tell me more about that. I'm confused.
Yeah. Like, guys, price is anchored in perceived value.
Exactly.
Write that down. The price is anchored in perceived value.
Dude,
I'm
putting that as a comment.
That means they will pay whatever they equate the value with. This is why I talk so much about being smart and intelligent when it comes to marketing. Because the reason, I would say one of the bigger reasons why I can charge $10K a month if I want to, is because I am so smart with marketing that by the time I get done diagnosing their problems and explaining how we're going to fix them, it's like the most no-brainer decision in the world. So most of you are just like probably going through some dumb pitch about how you do Facebook ads, not relating it to their problems, or giving like some surface level bullshit. And then, or you might have like a pitch deck.
Oh my gosh, don't get me started on that, bro.
And then you get to the end of the call and you wonder why they think it's too expensive, because like they don't really see that it's that valuable, right? Like, I think personally, like a TV is expensive because I think TVs are dumb.
100%.
But like, there's Americans that put televisions on credit cards. So do you see that, guys? Does that make sense?
Yep.
Goodness, dude. Oh.
Graham asked a great question, or posed a great objection. We already have someone doing our marketing, in parentheses. It's usually their kid that just runs the company page and they don't do anything else. Yeah. Great one, man. Some thoughts? Brian, do you want to give your thoughts first?
Yeah, like, side note with objection, guys, is like, it's always really important that you take a deep breath and isolate what they're saying and look at it objectively.
There you go.
So if he says like, we're already working with somebody that does our marketing, but like you're a smart person, so you know like most likely one person's not doing everything, and you isolate that and you don't get flustered. You would look at it and be like, okay, there's something wrong here. Like that doesn't make sense because they're not running any ads. And then I just be like, okay, can you like explain more about what they're doing? That doesn't really make sense to me. And then just shut up. Like again, it's not like a tactful like one-liner. If somebody said that to me, I would just genuinely be confused at what they're saying. So
100%. Yeah. With these objections, guys, especially one like that, it's not about, despite what, 98% of the so-called gurus out there teaching right now, it's not about one line that's going to flip the whole thing around in some little nifty way of wording your sentence that's going to, get them to just say, oh, you know what? You're right. I'll sign on the dotted line. Doesn't work that way. What you need to do as a consultant is you're there to really get to the deep-rooted issues, and you need to work through those quote-unquote objections. So again, somebody says, we have someone doing our marketing. It's like, well, number one, I'm a little confused because I did some homework on your site and I saw you guys aren't running any paid ads and you also aren't ranking anywhere for any keywords. So I'm, again, just a little confused as to what exactly they're doing. Like, what type of marketing are they doing? And then it's like, okay, well, what type of results are you seeing with that? Okay, are you happy with those results? Are those the results you would like to continuously have if you want to, or sorry, are those the results you want? And do you think those are the results that are going to get you to the goal you had of XYZ a month or a year? Right? Those are a series of questions that you're asking them to really uncover the truth. And then you'll get something like, well, now that I think about it, we're really only posting on social media and we're actually not getting that many leads, not that much traction. So, I think we could probably use some blah, 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 some more XYZ, right? And that's where you start to turn the ship around a little bit, not using a one-liner, right? It's just getting down to the deep-rooted issue here, which is the fact that they're bullshitting you, right? So let's see, what's next?
I only invest with reputable companies. Where are your results?
That's a good one.
Okay, this is one, Nikos, I hope you're still on here. The only reason that this came up is for one of two reasons. One, it's your fault because you look and sound sketchy, or two, they have PTSD. So number one is fully avoidable by doing some simple things. Like, one, have somebody or yourself build a very simple website. Doesn't have to be crazy. Two, use a business Gmail account. Three, make sure your grammar is proper and your speech is precise and you sound intelligent, and nobody's going to question your legitimacy. Like, if you sound immature and you sound frankly dumb, then they're going to want to see case studies because they're going to say, this kid can't spell. He can't speak very well. Doesn't really sound like he knows what he's talking about. So I'm sketched, right? Like, if somebody from anywhere in the world just calls your cell phone randomly and starts rambling, like, your instant reaction is defense. And so keep that in mind. Number two, did I say PTSD? Is that what I said?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so it also might just be that they got burned in the past, and you just kind of need to identify that. So I would say, oh, like, why do you, like, what makes you say that? Why do you ask? And if they go, oh, because we got screwed over in the past, then I would just go, okay, cool, like, tell me about that. And I would be genuinely concerned about making sure they feel comfortable. But the answer is never to give them referrals or send them case studies. Like, that doesn't change anything.
Exactly. 100%.
Psychologically, like, case studies don't help you. Like, psychologically, they don't even make sense. Would you agree, Sebastian?
100%. They don't make any sense. Again, most of these objections, guys, are what we call smoke screens, right? They're cover-ups for what they're really thinking, which is why one of the most powerful questions you could ever ask somebody, this goes for sales, but honestly, you can use this in any tongue twister, any situation, is just, what do you mean? I'm confused. What do you mean? Tell me more about that, right? One of the most powerful questions you could ever ask. So let's see here. We got, Armando, I love this one. So Armando asked, what if there's more than one decision maker? How do you convince the other quote unquote people not on the call? I've also ran into that. Great question, man. So well, we got 21 people on here, dude. Now we're cooking with gas. So,
everybody drop some objections in the comments.
Yeah, whether that be objections you face on cold calls, trying to get through to decision makers, objections you face on your actual sales calls, trying to close deals, which are the big calls. Let us know what type of roadblocks and objections you run into, and we're literally just going to start firing off on them and giving you guys the best answers or the best ways to handle them possible. So anyways, Armando asked about having multiple people, multiple decision makers, but not having all those decision makers on the call. So here's where most people mess up with this type of scenario. What they do is they go through the call with the one decision maker, and then they try and finesse the situation and kind of finagle it in a way where they can somehow convince the other decision makers who were not on the call to sign. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Like you're never gonna get a client that way. So here's what you need to do. As we've talked about on some of our other trainings in the past, if you guys haven't seen our past objection handling 101, go back, watch it. It's agencyhypergrowth.com/objection handling 101, a dash in between each word. And anyways, what you need to do is what we call diffuse the bombs before they ever explode. So before you actually get on the call, say, hey, is there anybody else that would be involved in this decision-making process / is there anybody else that you think should be on the call? Right.
What if they say my boss wants me to talk to you first because he's busy?
Just say, totally understand. With all due respect, though, my time is extremely valuable, as I'm sure yours is. And I think we can both agree that neither of us want to really repeat ourselves twice and play the telephone game. So why don't we just have everybody on the call and knock this thing out all at once and get the ball rolling?
Yeah,
so,
easy.
There
you
you
need
go.
to value your time.
Value your time, guys. Don't back down. Stand your ground. That's what's really important. Victor said, I want to think about it. So again, that type of objection, man, is very broad. Like without understanding the whole scope of the situation with the person you're talking to, it's hard to really say like why they want to think about it, right? Again, it could be a variety of reasons. So let's see.
Dude, can I grab Brad's?
Yeah, dude. I don't even see it yet. I'm still scrolling down.
Brad, you still on here, man? Dean, then we'll get to yours. We kind of just talked about it, but okay, Brad, ready? This is kind of one where you can use a one-liner. But somebody said, like, just guarantee your results. I would do two things. If he was like, oh, why don't you guarantee? If you're so confident in your services, why don't you guarantee? I would say, Brad, tell me one thing in your life that you can 100% guarantee.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would literally just shut up. And then he might say something stupid like, I can guarantee that one day I'll die. And then you could be like, no, you can't. Like doctors literally might come up with some type of pill that keeps you alive forever. Like there's nothing you can guarantee in your life 100%.
Yep.
Like, Brad, are you scared to go walk on the sidewalk outside? No? Like why? You might get hit by a car.
Yeah, there's no guarantee you're going to make it home.
Yeah. It's like, it's just one of those things where I would literally laugh and just be like, are you serious?
And what you could also do, I love that way of answering it because it just makes them sound so stupid. But what you could also do, so this way of handling it is also a way you can use for another objection. I don't know if anybody has dropped it yet, but one thing that I know I faced a lot early on in my journey, and I know a lot of agencies face is, well, hey, how about this? You send me the leads, you generate the leads, and I'll give you a commission if they close, right? All the time. Happens all the time. And most people get stuck. They're like, oh shit, what do I do? Should I just take the offer and then like just get him some leads and hope he closes them? No, don't do that. Okay. What you need to do again is flip the script and help them understand that what they're saying is so illogical that it's just not even funny. Right. So it's like, well, let's say they're a chiropractor. Well, hey, Mr. Chiropractor, let me ask you a question. Again, you don't even answer their proposal of, hey, give me the leads and I'll pay you if I make money. No, just, well, let me ask you a question. Somebody came in and they wanted whatever their highest service is. Well, I don't know what. So with chiropractors, what's their like highest service? I'm assuming it's like a package, let's say, of like spinal decompressions, just for example's sake, just guessing. and somebody comes in and they buy it or they want to get it and they say, well, hey, you know what? I am only going to pay you for those spinal decompressions if I think they are actually kind of good. Only if I like them. Like I'm going to go, I want to get your spinal decompression. You're going to go and do it for me. And I'm only going to pay you, Mr. Chiropractor, if I like it. Would
Yeah,
you,
if you fix my back pain, then I'll pay you.
Then I'll pay you. There you go. Would you, Mr. Chiropractor, let a customer do that? Hell no. Obviously not. You'd probably laugh in their face and tell them go find somebody else and get out of here. So that's exactly what you're asking me to do. And you're asking me to change the way in which I operate my business. Unfortunately, I can't do that. I'm sure you can probably understand that. Boom. Same thing with the guaranteeing results.
Yeah.
Same thing.
And guys, a good thing you can use on your sales calls, this is something I use sometimes. I go, seriously? Just like that. Like, seriously?
Just laugh about it, dude. Because it's stupid. You can literally
if
laugh.
he was like, Brian, guarantee something, I would just go, are you serious?
There it is.
I literally once, Sebastian, like a few weeks ago, had a guy go, no, I'm not serious. I was just curious if you do that.
Wow.
Like, no lie. Just like completely went back on his word.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to grab Dean's, dude. I like this one.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I had a call yesterday. It went great. However, he asked for a proposal instead of asking for the price. He said, so how soon will you sign and return the contract so we can get started? He said, well, send it to me and I'll call you guys back at 11 after I digest it. Dean, I'll tell you how I would have handled it. I don't know if this is the best way. It is how Sebastian probably would have handled it as well or recommend to. One, I would have had, if I, like in my head, it sounds like you were trying to close this guy like on the call. That was your goal at least. I would have had the contract and proposal like in an email draft ready to go. And then when he said, send me the proposal, I would have went, sweet, click, it's in your inbox. Like open it up right now. And then I literally would have waited until he opened it and I would have been like, awesome, like let's read through it together, man.
100%.
And then if he pulled something like, oh, like I need my lawyer to like whatever, I'd just been like, what do you mean? You need your lawyer to read through it.
100%.
Yeah. I would have had him like literally read. And then you can get any objections out of him, Dean. Because like if he would have been like, oh, well, I'm going to have to think about it. Then it just comes back to what we said before, right? So, but honestly, I would say the call probably went okay, not great. Why do you think I say that, Sebastian? Why do you think I think it just went okay and not great?
Because there's probably a lot of things that were missed or not really dug deep into enough.
Yeah. I'm surprised he wasn't like begging you to get started like within the hour. That's at least in my mind. Like somebody doesn't want to get started within the hour. I didn't do my job right.
Hey, so Dean dropped, what do you need to think about? Brian, I want to get your thoughts on.
I don't ever say that.
I don't ever say that, dude. That is the most Grant Cardone fucking Dan Locke bullshit sales line ever. Whoa, what do you need to think about? It's like nobody's going to give you a real answer to that. Like you need to relate to your prospects and you need to empower them, not fucking talk down to them like they're a child. Like that's not good sales. That's not how you not only close deals, because you might be able to close a deal with that, but you're not going to build long-lasting relationships.
Yeah, you can't close a relationship with that.
No. If you just want money, go learn from Grant Cardone. If you want to build relationships, don't. Learn from somebody else. Like, seriously. So let's see. I'm trying to find more objections in the comments, guys. Come on.
Instead of saying, like, what do you need to think about? Literally, all it is this. Yeah, for sure. Totally get that. Like, I don't want you to make a decision you're uncomfortable with. Like, what's going through your head right now? Like, help me understand where you're at.
Yep.
And just like, dude, that's genuine, right? Like, if like you were with your best friend and you were trying to get him to work with you and he's like, I just need to think about it. You wouldn't say, well, what do you need to think about? Right? Because it just like feels uncomfortable. You would be like, yeah, dude, like 100%. Like, what's going through your head?
Yep.
Help me understand where you're at. Like, let's meet up here. Let's find some middle ground.
100%. 100%.
Most of you guys, like, what sucks is most of you have just been so indoctrinated by bullshit sales training that like it's
Oh,
become ingrained. Like,
oh,
you've been taught by people who are used to selling like low ticket items.
oh.
To be frank, like those things work well if you're forcing and pressuring somebody into buying like a multiple $100 product.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is not, those things are not how you sign high ticket contracts. It just doesn't work. And so most of you have just been kind of indoctrinated in the wrong ways.
You know what's crazy, dude? I don't hear anybody talking about this specifically in the agency space.
Because most people don't actually sign high ticket contracts.
Oh, there it is again. Bro, you're just throwing daggers today, dude.
It's
Oh,
true though. Like,
it is true. It's not a lie.
yeah. And then like most people aren't learning at the rate we're learning either. Like, guys, I'm literally going, me personally, I'm going to Turks and Caicos in April for a 4-day sales retreat. And I'm not even going to tell you how much the sales retreat costs, but it's a lot of money. It's a lot because I need to get better at it. There's still so much room for me to grow. So,
Yep.
it's crazy how many people that we talk to. This is the scarier part, man. Most people think they're good at sales.
That's what's scary, bro. That's what's scary. And then what's even scarier than that is like the second, what is this thing that Sam called it? Second order consequences or something like that. Because so many people think they're really good at sales when they're really not, they end up going like 5 months, 6 months, a year, not actually really closing any deals, maybe closing one or two, and still thinking they're really good at sales, but really just running around in circles. That's the scary part, you know?
Exactly, man.
So guys, come on, let's get some more objections. I know you guys have more stuff you've run into.
Yeah, this is fun. Are you guys having fun?
I love this, dude. We're just cranking this shit out.
Amped up.
Kind of got off to a slow start, but this picked up pretty quickly.
Yeah, dude, this has been fun.
100%. Let's see what you guys got for us. Throw anything you could possibly throw at us. Throw any objection you think you can't handle or we can't handle, and we'll get an answer for you. Yeah, we're going to stick around here for another at least 10 minutes, guys.
Can you think of any objections?
Yeah, let me think. You know what I really like to when prospects say? I didn't like this before when I didn't know how to handle it, but now I do. I love when prospects are like, they're skeptical and they're like, well, you know, how are you going to run the ads? How are you going to get the leads, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's a little exercise for you guys. Hold on one sec. Actually, I'm going to answer Joshua's thing. I don't have the money right now. I tried giving payment plan offers for that. So Joshua, when first of all, as we had a couple people comment and say, well, you know, I don't have the money or the price is too high as an objection. And what we've already gone over is that a lot of times it's hard for us to answer how to handle that because 99% of the time, it's not actually about the price. Like it's not about, oh, it's too much money and we don't actually have the money in the bank account. More often than not, they do have the money. They just don't see the value in what you're offering and they can't wrap their head around actually investing with you. A lot of times it could be a lack of trust. It could be a couple of things, right? So to answer that is kind of difficult. What I can tell you though, is focus on building the value in your service, helping them see clearly how your offer and your service can take them from point A to point B and bridge the gap for them. And lastly, never offer payment plans. Never.
Yeah,
all that does is devalue your service by like 1,000%.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you are looked at as a low ticket or low value consultant. So real quick, I'm going to get to this other one. And then I want to touch on what I was talking about before about clients being skeptical about how you actually run ads and stuff. So Namanha, if I pronounce it correctly, it says, is it wise to offer a guarantee of some sort when someone asks, is there a free trial? Hell no. Don't offer a guarantee and don't even do free trials ever. Don't do any of those ever. Okay.
Guys, just so you know, the reason we don't recommend free trials isn't because there's not a place for them in certain business models. Like, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Every once in a while, my agency uses free trials. But the reason we don't condone it as a general practice is one, the conversion rate on free trials is extremely low. Two, in general, it attracts poor people. Three, you're working for free when you don't have to. And four, like the economics are in our favor to not have to work for free. So just a quick side note on that, because people think we're like freaking against it because for whatever, like that's why, just so you know.
Yep. 100%.
Brad said, I don't think it's worth it or worth the risk. Okay, Brad, I'm going to teach you a principle. It's called opportunity cost.
Oh boy, here we go.
So opportunity cost is the cost of not doing something, right? It's why Dan Locke says like going to a movie doesn't cost me $15. It costs me $1,000 because by going to the movie, I can't work, right? And so what you're failing to do in your sales calls is help them realize the cost of what they're currently doing. Right. And so like if they're consistently like not growing and you can help them grow by 200% month over month, you need to help them understand that like what they're doing is costing them money. And like that's a big topic in and of itself. I'm not going to go any farther. I'm not going to go any farther into that, but yeah, Brad said also why, sorry, dude, is it okay if I grab this next one?
Yeah, no worries, man. I still got my thoughts ready to go.
So Brad said, why is the conversion rate so low? A few things, like psychologically, it puts you at a disadvantage really quickly because you're asking people to go from 0 to like 1,500.
Yep, 100%.
So that's a bad place to be in, right? Like all of a sudden they just got all this stuff for free. Now you're trying to jump up the price to 1,500. So psychologically, it's a massive jump, like massive jump for humans in general, right? Like that's why when you go to a suit store, they sell you the $1,000 suit first and then the $500 sweater. Because the sweater doesn't seem like that much after you've spent $1,000.
100%. It's all about the baseline, guys. The baseline. And the cool thing is the baseline is entirely up to you to set. You're the one who sets the baseline, right? So you can set the baseline as a free trial, in which case trying to upsell them is going to be very difficult. Or as Brian said, you could set the baseline at the $1,000 suit, in which case downselling them to a $500 suit is almost a guaranteed close. So you're literally like inverting the entire process and flipping it on its head.
Yeah, if you go buy a car, I promise you they will show you the most expensive car first. They'll either show you a really expensive car or a really shitty car. One of the two, depending on like what type of dealership you're at.
100%.
Because psychologically, it primes you to spend more.
Yep.
So
exactly.
You guys are getting sold.
All right. So, Robin said, how do you get them with no references?
We already answered that one, man.
Yeah, exactly. So now what I wanted to touch on before was when clients say things like, well, hey, how are you going to run the ads? Like, how do you actually get the leads? How do you do the marketing, right? We have 21 people watching right now. I want at least half of the people that are watching or more to comment right now. Here's a little exercise for you guys. How would you respond to a client if they say that? If they are a little skeptical about how you actually do the marketing and they want to know, well, hey, how are you going to run the ads? Like what type of ads are you going to run? Where are you going to run them? How are you going to get the leads? How are they going to get sent to me? All that good stuff. How would you guys respond to that? I'm not going to say anything else. Just got to get your guys' response. Let's get them
coming. Sebastian and I will both role play because he and I answer this differently.
Yeah, 100%.
What do you guys think?
I'll give everybody like 30 seconds to a minute to write them out because I know sometimes the responses
typing ferociously right now.
They're like, oh my God, I gotta get this out.
Hey, whoever has the best answer, we'll send you a book.
Ooh.
Whoever has the best answer, we're sending you a book.
So Brad said I would tell them briefly and make it sound even more complicated than it is. I'm not gonna respond to anything yet. I'm just gonna let you guys drop what you would respond and what you would say. And I'm gonna give you guys feedback on that. So Jason said I would just tell them. Dean said, are you looking for results or my process? Come on, guys. Let's keep them coming. We're going to answer each one of those, or each one of them. Sorry.
Aaron, are you still on the call?
I think he is.
I hope so.
Brad said, don't those respect this who they learn from? Come on, guys. Again, we got 20 people on, bro. I would give them a bird's eye view of how it would look like. Joshua said, I usually show them the funnel plus the ad. So Armando, the question was, how would you respond to a client when they're skeptical about how you actually run the ads and the process? So Robin said, that's part of our professional marketing team secret. Jacoby said, what do you mean? Or it's all digital based online. Brad said, respect who they learn from. So therefore I teach them.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Ethan said, depending on what I do for them, for example, I used to leverage Google, but recently made the switch over to Facebook because I've been getting Google quality leads for a fraction of the cost. Cool. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Brian, you ready?
Yes, sir.
So let me explain what the inherent issue is with that question. So when prospects...
Dude, I don't think anybody had a very good answer.
Honestly, no. You know me, dude. I'm not going to sugarcoat this shit and tell you guys that you had the right answer. I'm sorry, dude. It's just true. Okay. So
Aaron gets the book.
Aaron gets the book always, bro.
I'm sorry, guys. We love you enough to tell you your answers all kind of sucked.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. So I'm just thinking back to that live video we did when we were in Nashville. You're like, your parents don't love you enough to tell you.
Oh, did I say that? Didn't I say
yeah, dude, you went deep. You went deep on that shit. All right, so hold on. So guys, here's the inherent issue with clients asking you about your process, how you get the leads, how you do the marketing, right? Here's the issue. Would you ask a heart surgeon how they're going to do heart surgery on your heart?
I want to know what he's going to do to my heart.
How would you ask a heart surgeon, how are you going to operate on my heart? Yes or no?
I want to know where he's going to cut me open.
Dude, shut up. No, they wouldn't. You wouldn't, okay? Because you know that they know how to do heart surgery, okay? And it's like, well, we're going to operate on your heart. Like, it's what we do, and we know how to do it. That's it. Like, you don't question that, right? However, if a client is questioning you on how you're going to run the ads, there's a problem, okay? There's a problem. They don't trust you, and they don't think that you actually know what you're doing or what you're talking about. So it's like inherently that's just a problem, right? Like they're trying to tell you or question how you like operate. It's like, no, like we have a process in place to do XYZ, and it's worked for this many XYZ companies, and we can do the same for you and get you going. We can get it implemented for you. That's it, you know? But now, Brian, I know you have a bit of a different take on it, so.
Yeah, my perspective on it is like psychologically, if humans don't feel heard and if they don't feel like they're getting their question answered, they're going to be pissed. Right? And so like what I mean by that is if you're not careful and they say like, well, how do the leads get delivered? How do you set the Facebook ads? And you're just like, and all you say is, well, would you go ask your auto shop how they fix your engine? Like that's a deflection. And deflection often leads to frustration. And so you can use analogies like that, but it's not going to get you any farther in the conversation because they're just going to get pissed. And Sebastian's right. Like if they're bringing that up, it's because they have trust issues because of you or PTSD.
Yep.
So it's really, really, really important that you acknowledge what they say and help them understand in a way that's not getting into the weeds, in a way that's not giving a bunch away. So like for me, it would look something like this. Let's say Sebastian answers like, yeah, like this all makes sense, but like, how do you actually run everything? Like, how do you deliver the leads? I just feel like, yeah, like I totally get where you're coming from. Like you want to know how the exact system works. Totally get that. Like, to be honest, ultimately, like going into everything, would take a really long time, just know like we run really effective Facebook ads like we talked about before, and the leads get delivered to your phone, and we'll have a weekly reporting meeting every week where we go over other metrics. And then once you start working with us, like it'll all make sense, but like we don't have time to go into all the little details over the phone. Is that cool? Is that fair? And I would say something like that and get them to respond to me so that they feel like they're being listened to. Do you agree with that, Sebastian?
100%. 100%. And excuse me. Yeah, really, you don't have to get too deep into the weeds, right? Like, I'll give you guys an example of how I frame my my SEO pitch. And really, I don't like to call it a pitch, but how I frame my SEO offer to clients and how we teach the clients inside Agency Hypergrowth to do as well. So where most people will mess up is they'll say like, we're going to do SEO and we're going to build backlinks for your website. We're going to build PBNs, right? We're going to do all this like technical stuff. And then you end up boring the prospect when really what you want to focus on is helping them understand, what is this actually going to do for me, right? Exactly. Aaron said, it's not about what you say, it's how you say it, 100%, and how you frame what you say. So again, for SEO, it's like, the majority of our focus is going to be on the organic side of things for you. So we're going to want to increase your visibility to your potential customers on some of the major search engines like Google, Yahoo, Bing, things like that. And really the goal and what is going to happen is we're going to get the phones ringing quite a bit, and we're going to get a lot more inbound inquiries and people inquiring about your services. So instead of where you got to dump a bunch of money into paid ads, you have to consistently pump money into something like that. Instead, we're going to, again, get you visible to your potential customers on Google. That way, month over month, you consistently have a nice flow and an influx of people reaching out to you. So we're flipping it around. Instead of you having to consistently go and find new people, they're coming to you. So I didn't say anything about backlinks, PBNs, like technical website stuff, SEO technicalities. Like, I didn't get too deep into the weeds. I just told them generally what we're going to be focusing on and what we're going to achieve because of it. Like, does that make sense, guys? Brian, is that kind of on the right track here?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Because like, it's enough of an explanation where like, if I was listening to that, I'd be like, oh yeah, like that, he sounds intelligent. Like, it sounds like he knows what he's doing. And I feel like I understand the process.
Yeah.
It like, people get pissed when you do dumb shit. Like, oh, like, don't worry about that. Like, it's our job to do that. It's your job to like call the leads.
You do not want to do that, bro.
We have a special process.
Yeah,
like,
you don't want to do that.
It's what I responded to Juan, like deflecting their question with another question or like with a catchy one-liner. It's gonna, one, create distance and hurt trust, especially if you're talking to a woman. That's another topic, but especially if you're talking to a woman. Do you guys know men and women respond differently?
Oh boy, dude, we got to save that for another live.
What if they want me to, Dean, can you elaborate on that? Like, what if they want to hire me to do content posting versus running ads? Oh, I think I know what you're saying. Like, what if they want you to do something that you don't offer that you think they should do?
Yep.
If it was me, I would say no.
Yeah, 100%.
Because like, that's most likely not going to help them get to their goals. Like, if Sebastian wanted to grow by 20K revenue next month and he asked me to do content marketing for him and he wasn't running ads, I would literally be like, no, dude, that's the worst thing you can do.
Yep.
1, it's not going to help you. 2, it's a waste of your money. Like, 3, anybody that does that for you doesn't care about you.
Oh, dude.
If they feel content posting is value, okay, just be like, fine, I'll do that if you also let me run Facebook ads. Because if you only want me to run content, we're not going to get to your goals, and I'm not going to support that.
Yep. Because we're focused on getting you an ROI and increasing revenue month over month.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, and like, I would just be like, to be frank with you, like, you don't know that much about marketing. I do, so you need to listen to me.
Oh yeah, 100, dude. I would say that 100%. Like, the same way you don't know much about like how to fix a roof, you know.
I definitely don't know anything about that.
I don't know jack shit about fixing roofs. So
All right, man, dude. Let's wrap things up. I feel like we need to give another chance for a book to be given away, though.
Oh, true that.
Your pricing for services, dude. Robin, I charge whatever I want to charge. Aaron, what is that? What did Aaron just post, dude?
What happened?
Aaron just posted a link. Oh, he messaged that to us, dude, and it popped up. My bad, dude. That confused me.
Oh, shit.
It like popped up in the comment thing, but it was just a messenger box. Oh, when's the next one? Guys, we're doing a webinar, like a seminar this Saturday, and we're gonna dive into even more of this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday at I think 12 o'clock Eastern is what we're gonna do.
It's gonna be nasty, son.
So all 20 of you that are on here right now, if you're not there on Saturday, I'm gonna be sad.
I'm gonna be hurt, man. I'm gonna be really hurt.
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be a good seminar.
All right, so, dude, how do you want to wrap this up? You want to do biggest takeaway? You want to do? Yeah, let's do biggest takeaway, bro. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%. Biggest takeaway from today's live. And I guess what? We'll give a book away to the best?
Yeah.
Let's go. Biggest takeaway. Whoever has the best answer gets a mystery book of our choosing. Guys, don't worry about the Saturday event. We're going to announce it. It's still only Tuesday. Calm your horses, all right? We'll get to that on Thursday.
Nobody has takeaways.
But no takeaways, guys. I guess nobody wants a book, and nobody really watched the live.
Yeah, we're giving away even more stuff on Saturday, by the way.
Yep.
Just so you know, that's a full incentive to try and get you to show up.
Oh yeah.
Giving a lot of stuff away on Saturday. Dude, maybe we should give away like $100 or something.
No, I don't want to become like Ty Lopez, you know?
I think it's pretty cool what he does.
I mean, it's not bad. It's okay.
We'll see. Either way, we're gonna give away a bunch of cool stuff.
All right, let's see. We got some takeaways. Dean said the proposal dropped while on the hold up. My thing keeps messing up. Proposal dropped while on the call versus hanging up and sending. Major shift in my closing. Yeah, that's a big one, man. Brad said, I've been thinking my problem is getting enough meetings and prospects, but I think it's actually my sales skills when talking to them. That is the best takeaway. Dude, Brad, I don't even care if somebody else comes up with a better one. You're getting a book, dude. Like, that is so on the money that everybody who watches this now and watches this on the replay, anyone who sees this ever, that's an agency owner, that is 99.9% of all of your guys' problems. It's not that you don't have enough appointments or prospects. You just don't know how to sell and communicate properly. 100%.
Dude, Sebastian, you want to know how to make 30 grand next month with a brand new business?
Oh, boy.
Get good at sales.
There you go.
That's literally it.
If you aren't doing 30K a month, you need to focus on sales and opportunity volume.
You literally just suck at sales. That's the only.
That's it. That's literally all it is. Nothing complicated. Yeah, Eric said, message.
People are out here trying to automate their business, but they can't even close the deal.
Dean said, I'd rather have the book. Bambi said, every objection seems to be or is a problem that hasn't been rectified or in a value that hasn't been presented, if you get what I mean. Yes, man, 100%. Jacoby said, it's not what you say, but how you structure everything in your calls. Yes, man.
Dude, this was a fun live.
Dude, I love this, bro. This jacked me up today, man. I have more energy now than I did before the live.
Yeah, dude, me too. I'm going to make a smoothie after this.
This guy and his smoothies, man. Guys, you don't even want to know the type of vitamins this fucker's taking. Anyways, continue on, please.
Dude, why do you think I'm so smart?
Oh, yeah, whatever. Dude, just eat good food, bro. Stop fucking around. Dean said, ditto. Robin said, vacuum sales in style. I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
And we still got 22 people on, dude.
Yeah, guys, like, we'll give away another book if your takeaway is good enough, to be honest.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Dude, I'm curious why Brad and Dean, dude. I just want to know why those two haven't come to work with us at agency.
I don't understand, bro. Like, you guys are ripe. to explode. Dude, Dean, you're on every one of our live videos, bro. You just need to stop messing around and get an agency hypergrowth. Brad too, bro. Like, Brad, where you at?
Dammy, it's at 12 o'clock Eastern is the live. Yeah, dude.
Let's go. Always be learning. I don't like that whole, like, always be something. Like, that's so corny, bro. No offense, Dean, just you. Not you, but it's just, you know, the industry.
Yeah, I don't either. Mostly because it's kind of contrary to, like, what you need to do.
Exactly, bro.
But, dude, it's incredible how many misconceptions I had about wealth and creating wealth.
It is crazy, right?
We don't need to jump into it right now, but it's just like there's so many things that I look at now and I'm like, I can't believe like that used to be like a motto, or I used to believe that.
For real, though. All right, here's what I want to do. Everybody that's watching right now, we have 20 people on. Everybody that's watching, 19 now. If you liked today's live video, if you thought this was helpful at all in any way, if you gained some form of value from it, I want you to drop a comment right now. I want to make sure we actually have 20 people that are engaged with us, not just like 4. So for the 20 people watching right now, drop a comment, give me a hashtag sales if you feel like you got some value today, and if you feel like you're actually improving as an agency owner and as a salesperson. The hashtag sales if you guys think you took something away and you gained some value today. Come on, guys. Let's get hashtag sales. Again, if you felt like you took something away, if you got some value, if you feel like you're going to walk away from this live a better agency owner. Cool, cool, cool. We got some comments coming in. Cool, cool, cool. Dude, this was good, man. This was really good. No, Brad, it's going to be a real book, like a physical book you can actually touch. You can see with your own 2 eyes.
So Aaron's going to message you and get your shipping address.
Yep.
Dude, did you guys know Aaron closed a $15K deal and got paid up front the other week?
Dude, you can't, bro. You just spilled the beans, bro. Shh. Guys, stay tuned. We're going to be dropping a crazy video on you guys soon, the next like week, where Aaron's going to break down his story. Aaron Martinez, you can go message him if you want. You can blow up his inbox because he needs it. He's got like a dry-ass inbox right now. No, just kidding. But he literally just closed first he closed a $4,500 deal, and then he closed a $15,000 deal. $15,000 in cash. Well, not in cash, but all up front, I should say. Okay? So he literally closed because of our help and because of his hard ass work and grit and ability to stick with it, close the deal for $15,000 up front. Not $15,000 spread over 6 months or $15K over 12 months, $15,000 up front. Up front. Okay. So there you go. Fuck every other program out there. I'm sorry, dude. I had to let that out. Bro, every other program is straight shit. I don't care. I really don't care. No offense, but just got to be honest. All right. So let's see. We still got 18 people on. But, dude, what are you thinking?
Let's hop off. I need to eat lunch.
Yeah, same, dude. I got to go work out. All right, guys. Hope this helped. And stay tuned. Talk to you guys soon.